We're back with how to kill bucks in the Deep South. So today's topic is going to be another one, blast from the past, if you will, of a very nice 8-point that I harvested. So we'll rewind to 2016 of the days of printing off photos. I used to do this all the time. Kept me a little log book, which I still have in a binder. And in 2016, this deer didn't really tickle my fancy. He was just a nice 7-point. Hard for it to focus. Just a nice 7-point then. But fast forward to 2017 season. These are some of the photos I was getting. There's your one. And we'll end it with this beautiful daylight photo. I mean, just a iconic stance and picture right there. And y'all can see that mix right there in that swamp bottom. That's something I used to do. And that draws them in, and you got to figure out where they're at from there. But as y'all looking at those photos, y'all take a guess on what the deer scored. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. I've never officially measured this deer. So I'm going to measure him, see what he measures, and I'll get back with you. But while I'm measuring this deer, I'm going to let y'all have a look at some public land video security cam action. I'm not sure why some of these people, it's like you act like you're Bigfoot getting caught on camera. It's quite amusing when I do check my camera. And I'll put these cameras out to see what kind of traffic goes in and out of that area. And thank God none of y'all have stolen them yet. So let's keep that trend up. But y'all check this out while I score this deer, and I'll be back with you. All right, I hope y'all found that as amusing as I did when I checked my cameras, because it's pretty funny. I don't know why people get mad when they get caught on camera or see a camera. It's part of the game on public land. So what do y'all think he scored? I got my measurements right here. I will tell you he was 17 inches inside, 116 gross as of now. Possibly could have been 118, maybe shrunk 2 inches over the years. But February 10th, the last day of deer season, is the day I harvested this deer. Let's break down the hunt. February 9th, I went and played golf to ease my mind because this deer was kind of driving me crazy. I just really liked the way this deer looked. I'd hunted him several times. I had the bait pile with the camera to draw him in, and then I always extend my areas past that. Could not figure out where he was, what he was doing. But we'll go to onX and I'll show you exactly how it went down. So if you look, basically the landline ran about where this bottom is, across this creek system, over, and then out to this dirt road. So I had all this area right here. So by aerial map, back then, hunt stands what I used. I knew there was 2 food plots here, and the previous years of history was right through this creek bottom. You got a Yellow River. We had got a beaver dam, another beaver dam, nice duck hole, and we used to shoot a bunch of ducks in here as well, and another beaver dam. So The bait pile was about right here, and you can see your edge from your pines to your thick stuff. Again, they're edge creatures. So thought I could catch him down this bottom a little bit, and I hunted all up and down that bottom, east to west. In my mind, I thought I could get down that bottom, climb up high enough I could catch him on the edges. Well, it never worked out. I was only hunting him in the mornings. I thought that was my best chance. And looking back, my scent could have been just dispersing everywhere. Who knows? But February 10th, the day I harvested him, I had scouted previously and found a rub line right along up here on this edge. So I decided to go halfway up this incline, and I sat down, and I was able to harvest him 55 yards sitting on the ground against a tree, like he was working this soft edge on that rub line. You could tell he was seeking. There was not a care in the world that I was there on the ground. So you can do it down here in South Alabama. You just got to be real still. I mean, it was kind of wild. I could see him coming for about 20 yards, knew it was the deer I was after. And honestly, it's still surreal till this day. But that's the Onyx breakdown of it. And if you look, he had a perfect scenario. He had all this river that he could traverse this beaver dam. It was actually hard enough for him to get across. But you can imagine a giant buck or a good buck, however you want to look at it, bedded down right here. And he's got security all the way around him. If he needed to roll out, he can roll out right there if something was to spook him. Nothing's going to come to him through that thick water right there. Nothing's going to come to him through the deep water right there. And he had food sources. I had the bait pile down here in the bottom. They had two food plots. I had a food plot here. So he was in between all three with bedding right there. He didn't have to go far off if he didn't want to. All right, that's a breakdown of the land, breakdown of the hunt. I knew by that Y of the water that he could be bedded that way. One reason I never went over there, and that's the exact way he come from that morning. So I got lucky. I consider all these luck. I really enjoy deer hunting, and I hope y'all are gaining something by looking at some of these land breakdowns. We don't have a whole lot of elevation down here. 25, 30 feet is a big deal, but that's something to pay attention to. That let me know when deer started using the middle of an elevation for a travel path. I started paying attention a whole lot more after that, and have been able to harvest several more deer and find more deer trails instead of thinking they're down there running into waterways. They're definitely off for their scent advantage. So hopefully y'all are gaining some knowledge. I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. It don't cost you anything, and hopefully it's good entertainment for y'all. I appreciate it.